Welcome Game Yard family to another video. Thank you so much for joining us. From Rawalpindi to Chennai and Kanpur, Bangladesh moved from total delight to total despair. Bangladesh, having won the two-match series 2-0 in Pakistan, would have been very confident coming into this test series against India. But the manner in which India won these two matches, especially in Kanpur, tells there is something special about the mentality of these players, led by coach Gautam Gambhir and team captain Rohit Sharma. Leading up to the series, most people would have predicted India to win the series. But the manner in which India won these two matches really says a lot about these players. Indian cricket, in my estimation, is in a special era, and I am sure that this will continue in the coming months and years. Now let us look on Bangladesh team. I'm really disappointed in relation to how Bangladesh would have been bundled out 2 times in Kanpur in under 2 days. That is very unacceptable at this level of cricket. Bangladesh need to go back to the drawing board. In all fairness, the bowling department is in a good place. They have some really good bowlers, even though this might be the last test series for Shakib Al Hasan, and I will talk a little bit more about Shakib as we progress. The batting is what let Bangladesh down in this series. They were unable to put together good partnerships. And there is something I've seen which I want to speak about. Mushfiqur Rahim batting at 5 is I'm not sure what is the thought process there, but with Mushfiqur Rahim experience and the skill set that he has, he should be batting at number 3. As I said, I'm not sure what is the reason for him batting at 5. Shanto can bat at number 5, and Rahim move up higher in the order to play the harder part of the innings. He has very good skill sets. He can bat both spin and fast bowling well. So I'm not sure why he's batting so low in the order. He's one of the better batsmen in the team. Now I will be looking on the standout performers on both teams. Firstly, Jadeja. Wow, what a player he is. In the last video, I would have mentioned that he would have entered an elite class of players in terms of all-rounders, those who would have taken over 300 wickets and also have over 3,000 test runs, and enter that elite class in this last test here in Kanpur. But Jadeja game is very simple. He's very consistent in terms of his bowling. He doesn't turn the ball much, but he bowls very good line and length. he's very consistent in hitting the good areas. That is one of the reasons why he is so successful as a bowler. And one of the things he would have done in this match, that wicket that he got off Shanto, it opens up the game, because after that wicket, Bangladesh moved from 91 for 3 to 94 for 7. At one point, Jadeja would have gotten 3 wickets for 3 runs. So he was bowling really well in that second innings. Jadeja and Ashwin over the years have this really great partnership. Jadeja at one end, Ashwin at the other end. After they stepped away from the game, it will be a great miss from the game of Test cricket. They have been, over the years, a very good partnership between both of them in terms of bowling downside, especially in second innings of Test matches. Now I will move to Ashwin. Ashwin really at the top of his game right now. This Test series is heroics, especially at Chennai, would have allowed him to win the man of the series, his 11th man of the series, and he draw now equal with Muttiah Muralitharan, and the difference between the two, even though both of them would have had 11 man of the series, Murali on one hand, he was the only bowler. I'm not discrediting the other bowlers, but he was really the standout bowler for Sri Lanka during his time. But Ashwin, on the other hand, he has a lot of other bowlers around him. So being able to achieve this award of 11, commendable. And it just shows the greatness and the commitment that Ashwin has as it relates to Test cricket and playing for India. And for Ashwin, over the years, has improved a lot. He's not the best athlete, but he worked really well on his game. And one of the things I admire about him is that he is very humble and that he has so much variation. At some point, I also see him bowl leg breaks or even googlies, and to bowl googlies and to hit the right area is a skill. I am a leg spinner. I know bowling googlies is very difficult, and for him as a finger spinner to be bowling wrist spin and hitting the right areas in terms of line and length is really, that's a skill. He has so much variation. The carom ball, one of his special balls. So Ashwin has so many success, yes, with the success in white ball cricket and even IPL. But I'm sure if you ask Ashwin, he would say that the red ball success is more satisfying for him. Let's move now to Bumrah, Jasprit Bumrah. Boom, boom, Bumrah. This player is a cut above the rest. As I said in the last video, he's like a blue chip stock, Fortune 500 company. He's like a cheat code in any game. He's a gift that continues to give to Indian cricket. And one of the things I really admire about Bumrah is that it doesn't matter the wicket. It could be a dead flat pitch. When everybody not getting any movement, any bounce off the pitch, Jasprit comes in. He get bounce, he get movement, he get swing in the air. So he's just a very exceptional and very skillful bowler, and I think he is mastering his craft as it relates to bowling, and he's just an exceptional player. And you can see the value his teammates place upon him, because whenever nothing is happening in the test match or any match that he is playing. The skipper just give Jaiswal the ball, and some things more often than not generally happens. A wicket, he would normally take a wicket, break the game wide open with some exceptional bowling. I'm telling you, Bumrah is just in a different class all by himself. Now, Bangladesh, looking at Bangladesh scorecard in the second innings is very depressing. Only 2 batsmen really showed some resistance. Opener Shadman Islam made 50 and Mushfiqur Rahim scored 37. What the scorecard doesn't show is the bad shot selections of the Bangladesh batters throughout the second innings. And I think I want to make the point of, so Bangladesh late in the game, they would have lost one of the openers, right? And they would have sent Hassan Mahmood as the night watchman. So the role of the night watchman is to protect the other batter at the crease, right? To protect him, meaning that you would try to face most of the bowlers, and you as the night watchman should try not to get out, so that the next good batsman do not have to come out this late in the game, because they may lose their wicket. You would want the new batsman to come the following day. So Hassan Mahmood, I'm not sure what was going through his mind. And mark you, I know he is a fast bowler, right? I'm not trying to put unnecessary pressure on him. But having been sent as a night watchman, you should know your role, and the way that he got out, it is just unacceptable at this level of cricket. He made a very poor shot selection, and he got out, and Maminul Haq have to come in before close of play. That was poor application by Bangladesh. If Bangladesh wants to compete at this level, they have to go back to the drawing board. I'm sure they are shell shocked in terms of how they would have lost these 2 matches, because as I said, they were in the game in the first match at Chennai. They won the first 2 sessions in that test match. I'm sure they will look back on how they would have lost that game. And in Kanpur, they would have lost 2 days completely to rain, and some of the some hours in the first day, it would have been lost due to rain. So I'm sure they are very shell-shocked in terms of how they would have lost this game in Kanpur. But that's a game of cricket. So you would have to go back to the drawing board. And I think one of the things that they need to look on as a team is their batting lineup. Mushfiqur Rahim should be batting at number 3. I'm not sure why he is batting at 5, but with the experience that he has, along with his skill set, he is a very skillful batsman. He can bat fast bowling as well as spin bowling very well, and he has the experience of playing test cricket. So I am not sure why he is batting so low in the order. He should be batting at number 3. Maminul Haq should be batting at 4, and Shanto should be batting at 5. He should put his hand up and let the selectors or the coaching staff knows that he wants to bat at number 3. Another thing that they should look on is their application, their mentality, and just the pride of playing for Bangladesh. They crumble under the pressure. And I want to make the point also where Shanto is concerned as a captain. When when the Indian came out and were batting very quickly, Shanto decision making were not on point. He should have brought on the spinners quicker than he did. He became too defensive as a captain when he was put under pressure by the Indian batsman. At this level of cricket, you have to make some tough decisions in the blink of an eye. At that point when India would have been attacking the fast bowlers, you should have introduced Miraz and Shakib quicker in the game in order to push back on the Indian batsmen. Also, he was too defensive. Even when new batsman came to the crease, he had the field spread. He should have been more attacking, especially when a new batsman would have come to the crease. Push back some pressure on the batsman. Keeping the field so defensive, it makes it very easy for the batsmen to come in and to start to counter attack, because the bowlers bowling good deliveries and they were scoring runs off those balls. There should be no runs when a bowler bowled very good delivery, because the field was so wide and defensive. They easily got some singles and some twos when they should not have gotten any runs off those deliveries. So those are some of the things that Bangladesh should look on, and they will bounce back from this. And they just need to do some self-introspection and some assessment of the series. 3 of the standout performers for me are 4. I think Shakib and Miraz bowl well throughout the series. Also, Hassan Mahmood would have gotten the 5-wicket haul. Shanto would have made 82 in the second innings in Chennai, and as you know, Mamin Holak would have made 107 in the first innings of this match, and also Shadman Islam would have made 50 in the second innings of this match in Kanpur. So those were the main standout performers for the Bangladesh's team. So it's not clear, but this may be the last match for Shakib Al Hasan. This may be the last test match, and just want to wish him all the best if that is the case in his future endeavors. He's a legend in Bangladesh cricket team, and the game of cricket will miss him. Will miss his presence and misses his performance. He's a top all-rounder, and he's a very hard worker. He would have fulfilled his potential. I believe Shakib gave all to Bangladesh, and I know he is a role model to the younger generation in Bangladesh, and I hope that he will continue to give sterling service where possible to Bangladesh cricket. I don't think this series defined his career. I think he has had a good career, very good career, in terms of the things that he would have achieved. As I said, he would have placed Bangladesh cricket on the cricketing map. Set 95 to win. India got off to a good start. Again, Jaiswal, what a player he is becoming. He's becoming a world-class player. He's 650 of the calendar year, and he would have scored 2 centuries already. This guy is becoming such a top-class cricketer. Jaiswal has all the shots. He has a great temperament for the game. He has a good knack for the game. He knows how to put pressure on the bowlers at the top of the order. One of the things I want to mention, because a lot of people might think Jaiswal is just a very aggressive batsman, but if you remember in the first game at Chennai, when India was reeling at 144 for 6. One of the performers for India was Jaiswal. So he knows how to grind out score. I think he made 56 in that first innings when India was put under serious pressure by the Bangladeshi bowlers. So he knows how to grind out runs as well as he knows how to be very aggressive at the top of the order. And he is becoming a world-class player at age 22. And I will be surprised if he is left out of the Champions Trophy squad. I hope that he will be included, and he is working on his game. You can see that, and even in the nets he is trying to bowl leg spin. He's a very good fielder as well, and he's took some really spectacular catches in this series as well. So Jaiswal is a superstar already. I just hope that he will continue to elevate his game. And so overall, Jaiswal is a very skillful and a versatile player. He will give what the game requires of him, whether to grind out results or to be very aggressive. And he would have scored in his career already 300, and I think he has 2 double centuries. So he has a hunger to bat even longer. I hope he will continue to improve his game, and I am sure he will be a part of this new era going forward in Indian cricket. So the acid test for me and Jaiswal, I want to see how he will perform down under, because that will be very different conditions and it will take some level of tough mentality for him down under. Let's see how it goes. I hope that he will do well in Australia, and that will be, the acid test for me as it relates to his improvement as a player. So all in all, it was a very good series, really great game of cricket, and I think Test cricket has changed. We see where some records would have tumbled in this Test series, and even run rate, because when you look back even on the history of cricket, generally a run rate in Test cricket coming up from the 1800s coming up is like 2 runs per over, and in this match we see where India was scoring at 8.22 at some point in the game. So I know that Test cricket really has changed, especially with these top nations such as England, Australia, and India. They are really setting the bar as it relates to Test cricket and how it is played in this modern era. So the man of the match for the second Test in Kanpur was Jaiswal, because he would have scored 2 back-to-back 50s in the 2 innings, and the man of the series was Ashwin. As I said earlier, that's his 11th man of the series award. Thank you for being with us throughout this series, and we look forward to the T20s between India and Bangladesh. Continue to stay with us, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on the videos. And we look forward to share more cricket content with you. Again, thanks so much for joining, and stay tuned. Pleasant viewing.